Okay, welcome back. Apologies for the abrupt ending of the last slightly, ever so slightly truncated, not an episode. Game crashed. I had to repeat some content anyways, like fighting and stuff my way through here. But let's get back to where I had planned to be. Zeveram, if you would try, maybe there's a book. A Hail Rune. I'll take it. Ooh, I got experience for that. Nice. Armored Gloves. Also experience. Alright. Is there nothing else around here? I mean, I'm looking for a book, right? These be the slums, I am told. Hey, Morrigan, could you please? Thank you. And let's see. Back to me. Is there Linda?
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dusttown. Help a poor cripple.
Cripple?
You're as kind as you are beautiful. I owe you when I get back on my feet. If my feet still worked. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarters, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezhda to fill?
No vices, please. Tell me about Dusttown.
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dusttown.
Where does a body go to get drunk? What do you mean by brands?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
Yeah, caste systems are dumb. My not apologies if you happen to be in one, but they're dumb. So, where's a body? How did you get killed? I suppose.
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Duh, that's awful. What's a Carta? Can they just get away with that?
I don't know where you're from, but in Orzammar, casteless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dusttown.
Okay.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Okay, beggar, idol. Sir Linda. Bigger, rubble. Shady
What do you
Corbett.
want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I am looking for a thief who blah blah blah, whatever.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
More enemies
Okay.
ahead.
I will fight if I must.
Delight.
It shall be done.
So is Shady his name, or is he Shady? And if he is Shady, what is a Corbett? Proving a receipt. Losing battle receipt, crumpled in anger. These are only printed in the proving grounds. Assembly directive. Key to the city. Bigger. Can...
Leave me alone.
Yeah, okay. Rubble. An explanation of the castless is found in the rubble? So he's already passed the book along. Does that mean I am unable? The thief didn't have the stolen tome. The receipt on his body suggests he may have passed it to... how dare we, brain? We must not, brain. Okay, so proving grounds. General goods merchant. I can sell off a couple of things here.
Back to buy something, I hope. I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin's ascension willing.
Yeah.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
No. I'll be taking yours. Because I do not want this. Shiver. Dalish. Why would the Dalish have electricity as a thing? Novice Hail Rune. Hail. Physical resists. Reduce movement speed. Electricity damage. Wolf pelts. I could have sworn I got two objects. Faith. Okay, never mind then, I guess. You know what? Commoner. Garen. Captain of the Guard. Orzammar Guard. Signpost. Commoner. Garen. Garen is...
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry.
I see your wares.
Best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
Well, I already know what I have. Let's see. Rose's Thorn. 30 dexterity, tier 7. Dex, health regen, damage. I mean, that looks... Oh, and 3 slots. I have 66 gold. That's really nice. That's really nice. Rest of this... Ooh. Constitution health regen. I mean, that would be really good for the warrior. Physical technique. Golden mirror. Oh, shards. Okay, never mind. Nug Wrangler.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there. You're the best. A trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend. A trust Vala, my nug wrangling
Okay, so
friend.
I turned them in one at a time and I had 2. Alright, let's see about these dark roads. Deep roads?
What's this? A human? Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Another common voice act. Well, common is not the right word, but oft heard. What am I doing? It's none of your business. I am on business for Balin. I have to find Lord Dace. Looking for...
I see
Dace's
you have
patrol.
his daughter's seal, so I will not stop you. But be careful. Just because the beasts are pulled back from Orzammar doesn't mean there are any fewer in the deep roads. Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Yeah. They've made their move on the surface.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except to...
Except during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
Yeah, what do you know of Paragon Branca?
What anyone knows. She went out there with her entire house and she's never coming back.
You don't think maybe she's still there, Commander? She is a paragon, after all.
And now she's an ancestor. No one lasts 2 years in the tunnels.
Super, super familiar. I should go.
Best of luck.
Luck of best. Very good. Here we go. Yes. Holy Steve. Alright. Or Zamar. Edukantag. Man. I think the duration of this Let's Play series may have expanded slightly. I haven't done any of the extra content yet either. I probably should. Possibly before I get too... Oh, man. See, oh, man. I'm still on about the honey-colored magma. It's calm, and yet extra hot. This is not really how it works. Who have we got?
I shall do it.
You shall.
Go down! Wipe them out!
Given. Quickly, we must fight.
Oh, I forgot. We still have, Oh, well, as long as he's being healed, it should be fine.
Now we do battle. You will learn to fear me.
Greater lyrium. Lyrium of greater.
Let us end
7.
this. Very well. As you say.
Don't be a
He's doing a fair bit of damage. I should probably double check to see if there aren't items on my person that now fit him better than the last time we co-organized. Acid flask. Before I go too far, I'd like to... Oh, there's nothing here anyways. Alright. Fractured stone. Oh, fire crystals. I am imbued with enthusiasm now. Fudu hoodoo, middle moodoo. Shiddle
Darkspawn. If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
Be down.
This, I guess.
Come on, fight. Okay, I'll fight that one.
Miss.
I hope I don't get blood all over him in the head.
Oh, speaking too soon. Holy crap, what's happening? Holy Steve. Oh, someone's propositioning the signal. Let us not do it. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding.
Shall be done.
All right.
I love this game.
I would like to have a party of 5. Is that okay? The choices I'm being forced to make are very unfair. Greater Illyrium? Wait, there's still a fight? Not anymore. Oh, no, never mind. There is. I really don't like this big green thing on my feet. I know it's beneficial, but it's super distracting.
What is it?
Oh, it is what? Okay.
As you like.
Black runestone. A gift. Who would like runestones? You know what I should do? Ha ha! Very good. I am the most talented.
There, more of the fiends ahead.
I can see that.
It shall be done.
Berserk. Shattered. I like shattered.
Another call. I shall do it. Another battle.
I have been knocking down.
Now you fall.
I shall do it.
I should be pulling bounties for every one of these. You know, I know I've been thrown into this world, and everybody is super disappointed that I don't have what's-her-face.
Now we do
But if they have any explanation yet as to why these guys exist, I do not remember. So I'm wondering if I'm... Oh! Jeebus. I'm just wondering, you know? What are these guys and why?
I shall do it. Away with you.
Resist it! Hello? Oh no, someone's actually dead.
Our skill has won the day.
Wow. Oh, two! Man, I was not doing well on that one. Demonic poison.
As you say.
Greater lyrium. Okay. Silver, but not gold.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Insufficient skill, everything down here. So, all the past places where I had insufficient skill before, I have long since forgotten where they are. Deep mushroom. So wait a minute. Where am I in all of this? Oops. How bad are your injuries? 1. Cracked skull. She's not... She's not terrible. Win is about the same. Okay. Zeveran is not as much as the others. Okay. Valgarai. Alright, acid flask. Black runestone. Oh well. Let's continue.
Here.
The hell are these things? Ooh, a side ad. Oh, Jesus, a bunch. Only 2. Deep stop.
I still remember my first battle.
Do you? Okay. I suppose for a normal person they would, as battles are rather uncommon. Lifestone. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let us save again. Repeating content is not fun. Hell? Oh.
Now you fall.
Very well.
Run while you can.
Tis a good day.
Oh, they actually dropped something. Where does one of these carry a potion? I'm just asking for a friend.
He's begun.
What?
Best berry.
You will run. Fear me.
Oh, another fatality.
Very good.
Very well.
Lyrium again.
As you say.
Piltus, that's good. Okay. Many of these fractured stones. Life stone. Oh! That's a fair few.
Good shot.
Now we get our hands.
After this, I believe I will have... Oh, no. It's only 10 o'clock. I could record a whole third non-episode and still be done in time for that.
Now we play.
Which means I'll need to get back to my days. How would you all like a series or even a stream of me doing data science?
Very well.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
When I friggin' get around to completing my election analysis project, I ought to do a recording of walking through the science and the data and the conclusions for all that. I ought to. I do not even yet know what the conclusions are, but that's the whole point of doing the work, you know? And it's, in all honesty, it's not going to come to any decisive conclusion. What I have found so far, and this was based on a more simplistic technique, I'm in a second draft now that's a little more complicated, and I can't promise that I'll come to the same conclusions, or I didn't come to conclusions, to the same waypoint in the work that I will. But in the first draft, it compares like ticket items, so president and senator, where on the same ballot, the same person votes for both at the same time. It excludes representatives because they're way more varied, and that doesn't mean they are invaluable or not valuable. It just means it overcomplicates this particular analysis. I would probably still do a separate study of those. But at least in this case, it boils down the things being compared to each other to something humanly manageable by someone who would read this research. And so a person votes for president, they vote for senator. At the same time, everybody in the same state has the same choices. And it counts... It keeps in mind that not everybody fills every slot in. Some people go and they only vote for president. Most people vote for all three. Their rep, their senator, and their president, along with whatever local initiatives and things that are not being considered. So there are a few, like a percentage or two will vote for president and then not fill in anybody for their senator. That is considered, but mostly what's considered is how many voted red or blue at the top of the ballot or ticket, and how many voted red or blue at the second rung down, the senator. And it compares the schism between the two. How many split their ticket, red and blue. And what it did find was that there's a certain amount of that always happens. And... oh, let me... you You guys are just trying to distract me from talking politics and science at the same time. This is planned, coordinated attack. My rambling. I was trying not to be like too cool, but then I got myself into a trap. This is a trap. And this is now available again. I would like somebody to level up, you know? Especially Zed. I suppose it's good I got him because he's not going to be able to pick rocks until I get him another level. We done? Alright, not a single bit of loot in that whole group. What I'm saying is, the first round of analysis found a statistically significant anomaly in the swing states. All three groups, states that were solid blue, states that were solid red, and states that warble back and forth per election, the swing states. The swing states had a much bigger rift, not much bigger, about a percentage point bigger rift of people going red at the top but still voting blue for their senator than the other two on either side, either red or blue. They did not have as big a shift. Everybody had a slight shift towards red because people apparently believed what they were being told by the Republican candidate. But what do we got? Frozen lightning. A bigger shift occurred in the swing states where the vote or where the election is actually decided. And it was anomalous. Like, when you're doing statistical analysis, statistical significance is essentially the odds of it happening by pure accident. Without a cause. Just random background noise caused the result you get. And then the size of the schism. So in this one, the size of the schism was relatively small. But the odds of it happening were like 0.00018% or percent. So it's about 1 in 5,042 chance of it happening purely just randomly, which is what the hurdle you have to pass when doing any kind of scientific analysis is what are the chances that this just happened and there isn't a cause. The odds are very low in that first pass that it happened it just happened. So there's very likely a cause that made the swing states break more red than any other type of state. So that's interesting to me. Doesn't say why. That's the part where I'm getting at, where I can't conclude that something happened. It just says, something happened, but we don't know what it is. The data is not likely to be able to tell me what it is. Ooh.
Away with you.
Away with you. You're speaking science. These deep stalkers really don't like politics. It's understandable not to like politics, but they're still important. The longer you neglect them, the worse they get. It's kind of like cleaning your fridge. No one's like getting personal pleasure out of keeping their fridge clean, but if you keep up with it and just do it here and there and a little bit, it stays manageable, and it's annoying, but it's not overwhelming. But if you let it go to the point where the mold gains sapience and bloodthirst and comes out, falls out of your fridge and eats you, that's probably bad. And granted, I don't think that's ever actually happened, but
What?
a thing to be considered. Insufficient skill. All right. All of them down here are insufficient. Am I here early? I mean, the fights are not particularly hard. Is this the Tig? With its honey? This is a very strange planet with its molten honey. All honey is pretty much molten. You know what I mean, but, yeah. Ooh, we're saving people. Which means I can't use my AoE. So, That analysis,
Let us in.
well, like I said, I'm on a second draft now, which I've lost steam on. I haven't touched it in like a month, and I really should. Because for me, everything is momentum. If I get started, I can keep going. But and there's so much work and classwork and stuff. It's really hard to make the time. And then I play games. But, I need to have a life around work at some point, you know what I mean?
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
What manner of beast
Oh, yeah. Why are you telling me such horrible
is
things?
this?
But anyways, one of the things, the first analysis, I sort of excluded third parties. It was just red and blue. Because all combined, am I breaking your brain yet with this constant shifting of topics? Ah, that's my goal. Why can't we just have these as pets? Or companions? Pet is kind of a bad word in my brain. Let's save. So I shoved away the third parties. In the second draft, I have combined all the third parties into a single other, but I left other in. And unfortunately, as soon as you have more than 2 comparators, a simple t-test analysis isn't really going to work for you anymore. So I have to rework things to figure this out. In the first analysis, hand slapping here, more like punching, but in the first analysis, I ran a simulation. It's a sort of counterfactual, is what it's called, where you take some data and you sort of look at what would have happened if it weren't present. So when I said there was a 1 in 5,042 chance that extra percentage point swing towards the red end of the spectrum in just the swing states, if that had not occurred and it was only the average 2% that happened elsewhere, the blue ticket would have won the presidency by a hair. Still would have been slightly behind on the general is not the right word. Popular vote, whatever, I think. But would have gotten 270. It was Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin would have gone blue instead of red. And that would have been it. And then we'd have a whole other kind of argument because there's no way they would accept that result without violence and lots of screaming. But it's interesting. We'll see where the second draft goes. That's a little bit more complicated, but also a little bit more honest or inclusive. But with either one, I also need to do something else. And it's unfortunately a little expensive. Because the data is public data, but it's not collated. You can't just go to the government and say, download all of the results everywhere. Somebody did the work to take all the different states' tallies and put them in one place in one data set. They need to get paid for their time. So you do have to pay for the data. It's not crippling amount, but it's still what I want to find out. An honest sort of counterweight to the analysis that I want to do is see if this anomaly that occurred in the swing states is consistent. So I get 2020 or 2024 data is what I have. So I'll go back and get 2020, 2016, 2012. That starts to add up. Maybe even 2008 or something. And just see, is the anomaly always there in swing states? If it's always there, then that's a whole other story. And a whole other science point of interest, which is the cause and which is the effect? Is the anomaly what makes them swing states? Or something I heard that somebody suggested, I asked someone who was more red, look at this anomaly. What would you think might cause this? And they gave a straight up answer, which actually made a certain kind of sense. Is swing states. We have an idea that swing states are which ones are going to be right up front. And so the candidates put most of their money into those states. That's a fair point. If the doubling and tripling of ad campaign money goes into those places, and the people are getting hit harder with messaging, that probably pushes them more. So that could be it. It might not be that there was weird, like vote tampering or anything like that. It could just be advertising. And I have entire opinions about how we should probably change how campaigns work completely. But anyways, that's it. Somebody just remind me in the comments, if you wouldn't mind, tell me to continue working on it, please. Oh my god, as soon as this class is done, I have another class that is like entirely project oriented. I almost wonder if I shouldn't pitch using it to finish, but that would also delay it even more. Anyways, let's talk to this dude.
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Gase. So what's a human doing out here anyway?
This guy's just looking at me like, what the hell is she talking about? Alright, the thing is, he seems okay. And he and the other one seem to be okay with Harrow Dude. And I like Harrow Dude in theory. But if he is cheating, but also these papers could be forgeries. The guy didn't want to tell me how he got them. Notice all of these choices seem to be the same. But maybe if he looks at the papers, he'll notice something is wrong with it. Because I feel like that's what it is. I feel like the papers are false.
I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harrowmont, but... the charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmy. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune.
I'm just going to let him deal with it.
May the ancestors smile on you. I must return now. My men need healing, and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us?
Safety in numbers. Yeah, I can always come back. Let's travel with
And let us reach Orzammar before more beasts find our scent.
I can always come back. Quest update. Is this him? Or he? Orzammar, Harrowmont. Lady Days. Wait, they're just next to Harrowmont. Is that him?
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
You have House Dace's thanks.
Alright.
Balin suspected of personally defacing statues of the Paragons. Shocking allegations abound.
Talking about scientific subjects. Butler. Julian.
Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Harrowmont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
Provings, tell me. Vartag wants me to show people that Harrowmont is a cheat.
That you spoke to him even after our discussion is not reassuring. So have you decided to earn my lord's trust, or will you throw your lot in with the snakes?
I don't like Balin. I'll enter the proving and see why the others withdrew.
The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Beisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
I do not like it. They've done some good writing in this game. They actually created situations that are difficult to parse. They're not straightforward, just do this and this and this.
Lord Balin is a bad, bad man! Yes, very bad!
My confidence is not improving. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, so these are rungs. That's what's happening here. I am looking down upon the other zone when I go down here. That's what's happening. These are rings. This whole thing is a circle of sorts.
Lord Balin is the voice of change and defense. Lord Harrowmont is the voice of stagnation.
Stagnation. Do do do. Where am I? Shaperate. Orzammar Royal. Wait a minute. Where's the way down? I guess I have gone up when I... Oh, I was taken here. I did not... I understand. No wonder I'm discombobulated. It's not a very large town. That's one of these things. These games, their towns are so tiny. I understand that there are limitations in what the machine can do. But... it's just... it's hard to grok that... This town is probably good for a couple hundred people, you know, and it's a main city. And we live in a world where a main city is millions of people. The brain, you know, the brain. Let's check this and see what's next. You travel to deep roads and manage to locate Dace. I have told one person about this. Try and find out why. I do want to investigate both sides. I know maybe that feels like wasting time. I don't know. I have a bias here.
You may have stumbled into a most delightful possibility for your future.
Oh, are you dispensing professional advice now?
It simply occurs to me that if, say, Alistair were to become King of Ferelden, he may have need of someone of your talents.
From what I know of the fellow, it seems there would be a fair difference between what he needed and what he cared to make use of.
If Alistair becomes king, it would certainly not be through any brilliance on his part. Whoever puts him there, now there's the one who will need you.
Now that's an interesting thought. You've such a devious mind, my dear. Why have we not made love as of yet?
For what purpose? I would sooner stab you in the face than let you touch me, elf.
And somehow that makes the idea even more intriguing.